What's the chat test game? A little bit of this, a little bit of this. Okay, welcome back, okay, to another pre-recorded video, okay? Today we're talking about part 3 and part 4 of filming our first professional reel, right? Okay, so I'm so excited to come to you today because we're getting closer and closer until we get to release our first promotional reel, the rough draft, right? You know, for our business, for our infomercials, for our websites, YouTube channels, TikToks, what have you. You know, just saying, hey, my name is, I do this for this long, this is how I can help you. Okay, so the title of today's video is finishing recording our promotional reel part 3, part 4. Because remember, in our first video, we did part 1 and part 2 and gave examples about how we, structure, our video and, keeping it under a minute long, while educating and being entertaining. Okay, so this is part 3. Part 3 is speaking with a purpose. What you say should matter. What you're saying, it should be almost like, I don't want to compare it to manipulation, but it needs to go over so smooth that it's no way possible that someone can tell you no for your services, because you're the best one. You're the best thing that they can get. You're the best solution that they can have for their problem. Okay, so you are the message, you are the brand. Okay, this is all about you, okay, and your service and how you can help solve their issue in the most affordable. Well, it doesn't even have to be the most affordable way, but your price is your price. Okay, so what you're doing is you're identifying yourself or introducing yourself. Don't just list your services, but explain what you lived and how you can solve potential prospects' problems. For example, my name is Shamarmiles. I'm a 25-year-old black queer man from, you guessed it, Atlanta, Georgia. Okay? I represent the underdogs, the men who aren't always seen or overlooked just because we're different. And I'm here to change that. It needs to be felt very intentional, okay? You are gaining people's trust, okay? Because you remember in previous videos, I told you all that people are not buying, just things out here. They're purchasing trust. They're purchasing relationships. They can give a dang on about the service or the item because it's someone in your niche or someone in your field who's offering the same service. You just have the best version that they need, right? Or you sold yourself the best, or you had the lowest price, or, yeah. So you need to remember, or do you remember the school teacher? Also, do you remember when the school teacher used to say, show your work, when you, well, especially, I know, like when I was in math class, the teacher used to always say, how'd you get the answer? Or how'd you get to this? Or how'd you do this? So, the teacher would make sure, just so you knew what you were doing. The teacher used to always make you take the extra step and say, show your work, And this is the title of the second part of part 3. So you got, part 3 is one big thing, and then I give you 3 sub points, and then we move on to part 2 of, we move on to part 4, and then part 4 has 3 sub points. So this part, the sub point 2 of part 3 is show your work. This is the title of this part is talk. Part 2 of part 3. Show your mission in action, right? So talk directly to the camera like you've done this before, right? Because you have. We've been doing this a long time. If you've been on this journey with me, we have been doing this a long time. So show your mission in action. Talk directly to the camera like you've done this before. Or like you're helping your actual client or your prospect, or you're trying to get a prospect and you're showing them the ropes about what your services are and what you offer and how you can solve their problem. Okay, so when I'm talking directly to the camera to you all, my mission, my goal is to help more black men get out of survival mode and start building something tangible. Okay, I need black men to know that you don't always have to live in survival mode or always be in the fight and flight response. I know that due to oppression and all different type of systematic things that the world throws at us, that it can be very difficult to have some type of positive attitude or want to be a go-getter in this world. But we still choose to get up in the morning or night or whatever your passion or business is. We still choose to put our best foot forward and be the best version of ourselves. Okay? So this is the last sub point of part 3, and it's called, make it educational and entertaining. So what that's called in this community is called edutainment. That's what I specialize in, is education and entertaining. Okay. What I do is called edutainment, which is education plus entertainment. You use storytelling, which we talked about before, right? We went over the whole hook point. We went over the storytelling. We went over using humor, visuals, using your voice, using B-roll reading, journaling, coaching, and literally just being on live and vibing. Okay? So remember that your first impression is the most important. Okay? This is someone's first and possibly last time seeing you. You need to make them fall in love, okay? Make them feel inspired. You need to evoke some type of emotional feeling. And sometimes even that negative feeling, they gon' attach that to you. And sometimes when people don't like somebody, they keep them engaged with them, okay? I don't know why sometimes when people don't like somebody, they be the #1 fans, be the one always up in their business, but can't stand them, okay? This is what they don't want y'all to know. That things are really that deep, like with marketing, everything that we see online. I'm not gonna say that everything we see online it is orchestrated, but most things that we see online are orchestrated for bigger plans or bigger things in people's lives. People have their life planned out when they do these things, as far as in getting brand deals or taking vacations, or it's all about your perception and what people want you to see what people want you to see or know them as, or what they see themselves as, and what they represent. Okay. So this is moving on to part 4. So I hope you had your pen and paper out, but I'm gonna try to summarize a little bit of what I just gave you in part 3 in 3 sub points. So part 3 is titled Finish Recording Your Promotional Reel, part 3 and 4. The first sub point of part 3 is speaking with purpose. What you say matters. You are the message. This is your brand. You are identifying yourself or introducing yourself, and you're letting your prospects know who you are, what you do, how long you've been doing it, and how you can solve their problem potentially. It's very intentional, and you're gaining people's trust. Sub point 2, show your work, which is AKA show your mission. Talk directly to the camera like you've done this before, or you're then bag the client, or you then bag the potential prospect, to offer your services to, and you want to give them the best version of yourself or the best version of your business, so you can have more clients, or you can have them come back again, to work with you again. Sub point 3. What do you do? Is it education? Is it entertainment? Is it information? Find out how you're packaging it. So what I do is education and entertainment. So figure out how you're packaging or leveraging your business. Are you a storyteller? Are you a journaler? Are you using humor? Are you using visuals? Are you encompassing it all? So part 4, right? The finale, the results, the reach. This promotional reel is a rough draft, okay? Now this may be professional for you, but I know that the quality of the things that I know, the way that I want it, is not what I can afford right now. So I will be doing the best that I can, right? You still show up professional. You still, groom and have yourself looking right. You still wear clean, professional clothes, or whatever your brand represents. That's how you dress and represent yourself. Make sure you always showing yourself in the best light. But this promotional rough draft reel will serve as your resume, your pitch draft. This reel should scream, this is who I am, this is what I do, and this is how I will serve you, or this is how I will help you. Make it plain. Don't make it very difficult. Like I said, it needs to be under a minute. This reel needs to go everywhere. If you know me and you've been following my content for a long time, for a while, you see I have this YouTube pitch thing, and I have my promotional pitch. What's up, Shasta Gang? A little bit of, you get what I'm saying? Because it gets in the mind, it programs, and it's catchy. You know, it's a way that people remember you, right? And I just, gave a promotional reel, examples of a promotional reel. And one of the real videos said with Chris Doe, the future, because he has this YouTube channel called The Future. He said, find ways that you don't want to be forgotten, because you're in this for the long run. Okay, like I said, this reel needs to be everywhere. It needs to be on every platform, in the beginning of your video, at the end of the video, sometimes in the middle of your video, because I watched this other YouTuber, his name is Omar. Okay, and Omar, he sometimes implements his infomercial or his business or his class in the middle of his podcast, which is very good because, it's a way to give someone a break and not feel like they have to be focused or entertained the whole time. Or if it's an hour-long podcast, people might need to get up and go to the restroom, or, they're at work or what have you, right? It's a good segue. And it's a good marketing strategy. Part 3, sub point 3 of part 4, right? I know we done moved past all those sub points of part 4 already. You want to create to serve, not just sales. Like I said previously, people don't want to purchase from strangers. They want to purchase from people they feel like they relate to. They want to purchase from people they feel like they know. And they want to purchase from people that already have experience in what they need. Okay? Or people they downright want to help. If you do this and perfect this, especially as time progresses in your career, because you can learn and grow and your business will grow. Your business will have ups and downs, all arounds, okay? But the purpose is not to give up. It's to learn from your mistakes, okay? So like, even if this reel is a rough draft, you come back and you make a professional reel and you tweak it and you make it better. You might change the background. You might have green screen. You might change your hair. You might change your look, over time. But your business is not going anywhere. All you can do is improve. All you can do is work with what you pour into your business, okay? So keep growing, within the time. It may not be perfect now, but at least you did something. You attempted, and you're using something. And whoever is trying to help you on your journey, see you trying to work and push yourself with the best foot. So you never know, somebody might reach out to you and help you with a studio, or help you with a green screen, or help you put these things into fruition, okay? So all in all, with this professional promotional reel, the rough draft version, 4 parts, it's really taught me that after all this stuff that I've been going over, been reading all these books, it literally all ties together. Like going over the hook point, going over storytelling, going over the business marketing cycle, the business cycle. Like, all of this literally goes hand in hand together. And if you just look down my page, it's just so crazy how I've learned so much, and then it all, like I said, comes back together. So in closing, I like anime, especially like anime like Solo Leveling or Dungeons and Dragons, something with a leveling system, because, it feels like this rough draft that I'm creating, it feels like this is the first boss. You get what I'm saying? That first dragon that you're about to slay as a knight, It just feels like this is the first step to let the world know. Even though I've been doing content since 2020, the pandemic panini times, okay? I've been doing content that long. And this feels like the first professional step to that I can leave out there, and when people first come to my channel, they're not looking at my YouTube professional reel. They're looking at my business reel. You get what I'm saying? So I just want to give a shout out to some of my, what I like to call my pillars, because I did a video about who are your pillars in your community. Who do you look to? Do you go to your church? Who are people that you look up to? Who you words inspire you and and bring out the best version of you, you know, or calm you, what have you, whoever is that person that you look to for guidance. Okay. So I want to start with T.S. Madison, Chris Doe, Myron Golden, Omar El Takori, sorry if I mispronounced it, Iyanla Van Zant, for providing the groundwork and being the example for me to create my own. And of course, I won't forget Beyonce. Those individuals have mastered marketing, mastered their business, mastered who they are, you know. And I just can't thank them enough because they helped me discover bits and pieces of myself that I don't think that if I was just a regular black man, I would have took the time to indulge in. You know, I would have probably just worked a 9 to 5, had kids and did whatever, but God had something bigger on my life. And I thank him for pointing out these individuals to me to be able to do what I am today. Okay? And I always have to remind you what the biggest point of all of this is. If you are a black man between the ages of 25 and 32, like myself, racking up skills and staying consistent, even while using weed to stay focused and grounded, because you know we can't deal with all that stress, then you deserve to show up boldly. You deserve to show up boldly for those like us. Now is the time to shoot your shot at partnerships, brand deals, and show your real growth. I would like for you to take notes, rewatch this again on the playback, and save this video. Then implement it, okay? Your community needs you, okay? Ain't nothing that I can do, okay? Only you can do it. That's need to be your mindset. You're the best person. Only you can do the job. You're the best one for the job. Best qualified. Now, I need you to follow me on Shamarmiles the Coach, which is my Instagram page. I need you, if you want to get in touch with me for my classes, which is 60 minutes a day to a better future, make sure to DM me real class, because that's what we're going over in this month, June. June is almost over. So DM me real class. Email me at shamtasticproductions@myyahoo.com. And if you would like to support the movement, my Cash App is $Shamarmiles. Okay? I thank y'all so much for joining me. I can't wait, you know, to see you all and see what your promotional reel is. And I can't wait to show you all what my promotional reel looks like. Now, look, y'all. I'm excited. But if nobody has told you all day, all week, all month, all year, I love you. And take care. Because it's crazy out here in the world. And we never know when our last day will be. So tell someone you love them and do your best. Now always be nice, because you never know what somebody's going through. All right.